Hi, my name is Mateo Antonez, and I'm a student mentor here at Trio Student Support Services. And today, we'll be doing a presentation on rebounding after midterms. And just a heads up, course will be breaking down into different sections, so please be sure to go and look at those videos. Today, we'll start with part 1. So far, let's talk about our rebound plan. So after midterms, let's just say you had a class, most people have this, Comp 2. And let's say you're not in the best situation. You have a B or a D. With that, we want to make a rebound plan. And we'll be looking at study skills in this video, planning in part 2, and utilizing resources in part 3. Then going on from there, let's talk about those study skills we had mentioned. So what are study skills? Study skills are skills that you can use personally to help you achieve better academic grades and other academic performance and boosts. So first, let's talk about your environment. Your environment is very important to how you study and how well you'll comprehend the material. So making sure you are in a very quiet environment, making sure that all distractions are moved away. So no pets, sadly, no kids, if you have kids, I should say. And making sure you have a quiet and stable environment that works for you. If you require minimal, let's say, distractions, such as like playing music in the background or watching TV, give your headphones and put those on, but make sure it's not too high that you will get distracted. Next, let's talk about the rubber ducky method. Rubber ducky method is typically used within the computer science department, but it can be used anywhere. The rubber ducky method can be seen easily as a method of talking out the problem to verbally figure out the solution. Example of this can be when you are going through a problem or are talking about a sequence of events, but don't understand how these concepts work together. If you use the rubber ducky method, which just requires you to either talk to quote unquote a rubber ducky, this can either be an actual rubber duck, or it can be just an animate object or even a real person that's just there to listen. This method can help you a lot in resolving any questions you may have and help you proceed through other studying still. Next, we'll talk about comprehending and not memorizing. I'm going to just sneak a little bit right here so you guys can see more about this. So comprehending and not memorizing, what does that mean? So this represents not just memorizing the material right before the test, but working on studying throughout the course of the week. This will help you both comprehend the material, so for one, when you get to that test, you are completely ready and you're not having that stress. But also works better when you have your final. Although all finals are not cumulative, having that comprehension already done and you understand what's going on reduces the stress load during finals week. Lastly, let's talk about other study skills. Other study skills to keep note of is the way you are note-taking and understanding what you're reading, if you have any reading, and comprehending the material within those readings. And with that, there is a link right here, which I will also put on the main display. If you want to go to this link, it is at nwmissouri.edu/tdc/resources.html. This will take you to a PDF that is really useful in this way of learning how to develop different study skills, and it can also be seen on the course site. And that concludes part 1 of this presentation. Please go to part 2 to continue on to this lecture.